you didn't even know this. Like, you didn't even know how to drive for Uber and Lyft. Like, there's no way you can be freaking right with cryptocurrency. Like, that's basically what I was thinking in my head. Like, tell us your swap meet story. My swap meet story. Okay. Swap meet story. Okay. The swap meet story. So the lady was in her 50s, right? And I started driving for Uber. I moved to San Francisco and started driving for Uber. She was telling me, okay, I'll get to the comments in a minute about the sandwich thing. She was telling me, like, I was in San Francisco and I was telling her about I'm driving for Uber and Lyft and I'm making bank, right? I'm making more money than the taxi. Because once she saw that I was making money, like driving the taxi, making way more money than selling at the swap meet, she ended up signing up for the same like taxi company, right? So when she signed up like under me, she started doing the same thing. She started making bank, right? Then I ended up moving to SF and started like driving Uber and Lyft. Well, when she when I moved to SF, I convinced her to drive for Uber and Lyft, and she ended up working for this sort of I forget what you call them, but they were sort of like this group of people, and they were working on. I think it was like I'm trying to think of the name of the crypto, but they made a rideshare crypto, right? And she was telling me that like she's like, yo, look, I'm working on this rideshare crypto, and it's gonna rival Uber and Lyft, and it's gonna be decentralized, and people can people can use it, and drivers can make more money because Uber and Lyft won't be taking out all this money. I was just thought she was crazy, right? I literally thought she was crazy. This was when Ethereum was at $10. Okay. She was telling me they just joined this group, and they were paying her in Ethereum, and she was telling me, she was like, look, you should buy Ethereum. Okay. Like, you should buy Ethereum. You should buy Ethereum. You should buy Ethereum. And when she was telling me, look, like, what I'm working on is gonna put Uber and Lyft out of business, I'm just like, you must be crazy, because I met you at the swap meet, and you didn't know right from left, like you didn't even know I was like, you didn't even know this, like, you didn't even know how to drive for Uber and Lyft. Like, there's no way you can be freaking right with cryptocurrency. Like, that's basically what I was thinking in my head. Like, there's no way she can be right, because if she don't even know how to freaking use an iPhone, because when I first met her, she didn't know how to use an iPhone. She was against iPhones, and I was just thinking, like, no, you just can't be right. You just can't be right. She got paid like, I forget how much Ethereum, right? When it was like it was under $10, bro. She got paid boatloads of Ethereum. Within a year, Ethereum went from like $10 to like, I think it was like 200 or 400 or something like that. And then it went to like 1,000 or whatever. And she was just like making bank, bro. Like, literally making freaking bank. And I remember after a year, right? After a year, after she called me up and told me, like, look, I'm a millionaire. And I'm just like, I'm like sitting back like, you're a millionaire? And she's like, yeah, I just blew past the 7-figure mark. And I was like, because you bought Ethereum. And she was like, yeah, remember I was telling you. I said, just buy a little bit. Just buy a little bit of Ethereum. Just buy a little bit. And I was just sitting back like, whoa. I was like, dude, I had no idea that you would do it. And then the thing about it, she was very she was very she was very thankful. She was extremely thankful that she met me. She was extremely thankful that, because I actually pushed her to drive the taxi. Like, I actually pushed her to do it because, like, I was selling at the swap meet for like a while, and honestly, it just sucked. Like, it did. Like, you just didn't make a lot of money. Like, it just sucked. And when I was driving the taxi, I was thinking, because I was making a lot of money doing it, right? Like, way more, and it was so easy, and like you got to like ride with people and take people places, and people would give you tips, and like it was just freaking awesome. And I knew she would be a perfect candidate. I knew she would be a perfect candidate for it. So like, I think one day I showed her like a whole bunch of money that I made like over the weekend, from driving the taxi, and she was just like, "Is it safe?" Is it safe? And I was like, "Come on, is it safe?" You know. And I convinced her to do it, and then, like I say, one thing just led to another. Like, she went from that to Uber and Lyft, because Uber and Lyft was giving out like $500 bonuses, $1,000 bonus if you just signed up. If you took one ride, you would get like $500 bonus from Lyft, and then you get $1,000 bonus from freaking Uber, right? One ride. And after I got her to sign up for that, and then she was still doing the Uber and Lyft, and then she just, once again, she just got, started doing her own thing. No, I mean, I'm just happy. I'm just happy I was able to help her, because she was basically, she had like lost her house, and she had no retirement.